Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Danganronpa. Hang on one sec. I actually have to lower the quality down. There we go. On my YouTube preview anyway, just so the stream doesn't lag. We are back in part 10. This time, we are investigating the death of Mew. Looks like she got killed just because she got pulled out from the Matrix, which is the reference, of course, in my title. What's up, 18? Do we need to talk to everybody? Let's just look at Mew's body. Mew's hands are clasped around her neck as if she were gasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit.
Wow.
Ew, that is one grody face. Mew must have suffered a lot. A vulgar death fit for a vulgar bitch.
Hey!
Stop, Kokichi. Even if you are joking, it's too far.
It's nothing.
You're right. You should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them. Fuck off.
Right?
Even if she was a despised, pathetic, dirty cum toilet of a person. I suppose I'll never get Kokichi to change. But what's Mew's cause of death? It doesn't say in the Monokuma file. You forgot the 10-minute recap before every episode? Do I do a 10-minute recap before every episode? I don't recall doing that. How was your day? My day was good. I sat around, didn't do anything. May I? I wanted to let you know, just in case it turns out to be the clue.
By the way,
I was the first one to log out and find Mew's body. She was still wearing the helmet and her body was contorting into this awful position. Oh, never mind. She was still wearing it. Maki logged out after I did, and she helped me take Mew's helmet off. And then she was gone. Probably shouldn't have taken the helmet off.
Hey!
Is that a confession?
Why?
How is that a confession? Anyway, the question is the cause of death. What caused her to suffer like this? Which is, of course, going to be relevant. That was a joke. Please no recap. Okay. Yeah. Recaps are lame. It's only been like a week. I'm sure you remember. Anyway, the cause of her death is going to be relevant in the class trial, I should assume. Mew's corpse has been added. Is this her helmet? This is the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in, others have them removed. I'm positive that they were unplugged after logging out. That's it, the cords. We were supposed to plug the two cords from the computer into our helmets. Red for consciousness, the blue for memory. If you got those mixed up... Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the cords? It gets all glitchy or whatever. Or you can become a vegetable. Maybe someone switched her cords? This is going to be hours of Kokichi non-stop. Oh, it better not be. I fucking flipped out at the end of the last part. Because I didn't want to have to deal with him. Like, I've never played Persona 5, so I don't know. What's up, Nikolai? The glitch. Device instructions been added. Kaito's thumbs up thing looks out of place here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. There's something on the seat. A small bottle. I feel as though I've seen this before.
Oh?
This is yours, right, Suichi?
Huh?
Mine? Oh, I guess it's not yours, but it is from your lab.
Ah.
That's right, this was in the Ultimate Detective's lab.
Right?
Yeah, it's that poison. So you know about this, Kokichi. Of course, because I already checked it. We are in a killing game, you know? If there's poison and tricks prepared, then of course I'd investigate them ASAP.
That's...
Is that? Oh, it's not so I can use them. I check in case someone else uses them. Is that really true? By the way, did you see the label on the back of this bottle?
Huh?
The label. Of According to the warnings here, this poison is pretty lethal. Well, as almost every poison is. No, technically not. I cannot fire people. On my last job I could fire people, and I did. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed, so it has to be taken directly. But when it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if they only sip a bit. Which means if you could get the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. I can't imagine a better method of killing someone who's logged in.
By the way,
I should tell you what the symptoms this poison causes. It causes a small blood vessel under the conjunctiva to explode, which makes the whites of your eyes turn blood red. Bloodshot eyes, that's important information. Well, that's everything about this poison. Am I doing a good job? Maybe it's time you acknowledge me as your partner. Get fucked. I actually want you to stop talking to me.
No.
I thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner. Did I? Well, sometimes I lie without thinking about it.
Huh?
Seriously.
Anyway,
Who brought this poison? Do you think the culprit did it? I think you should stop talking to me. Who brought the poison? I can't be certain yet. But I do know that the poison was left on that person's chair. Oh, look. Kokichi's chair. A bottle of poison has been added. Mew's eyes aren't bloodshot. Too soon. You're right. This is the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in, others have them removed. My concern is the cords. You're supposed to plug the 2 cords in from the computer to our helmets. Are we just recapping that? There was switch glitching might occur. Don't do the flashback, I swear to God. That's what Mew told us. From what the time of death indicated in the Monokuma file, Mew was killed while we were still in the virtual world.
That's right.
Suichi, I gotta explain just so you don't misunderstand. Explain what?
Ah.
You're talking about how you logged out by yourself, right? Okay, let's hear it then. Fuck off, Oma.
What?
Why are you?
Yeah.
Feel free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is the real pleasure of this game, after all.
Don't screw around.
Hey.
Kaito, just ignore him and talk to me, okay?
I mean,
About the whole logging out thing, I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secret of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up under me. I was suddenly sucked in, and before I knew it, I was logged out. Same thing happened when I used the phone to log out. How did that happen on the roof? What happened after you logged out?
so...
Everyone else was still logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. So I just went back to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired. And the body discovery announcement woke you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I heard it and rushed back here.
Hey.
Do you remember what condition Mew's body was in when you logged out?
My bad.
I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know. You didn't notice anything wrong, like whether she was dead or not?
Shut up!
Like I said, I don't know. Hey, sorry, so I just need to object to the contradiction in that testimony, right?
Don't screw around.
I said I'm not lying. Tell him, Suichi.
Shuichi.
No, Suichi, in order to find the truth, you can't be biased. Kaito's account has been added. I believe Kaito. 100%. Fuck you. Oma's trying to tear us apart in our beautiful bromance, and I won't let it happen. Ace Attorney reference? I don't understand the reference. Maki was working on the computer, her hand moving the mouse around rapidly. You know how to work that computer, Maki?
Nope.
No, not really. I've never used this program before either. I see. I imagine that it would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert.
Well...
But I did find the text file regarding this program. It has info about the program's basic features, but other than that, there's not much.
Oh.
So what did it say? I swear to fucking God, if Oma pops up in every conversation this chapter, this is the worst chapter in history. This is worse than Kaede's death if Oma talks for the rest of this goddamn chapter. If you don't want to tell me, at least tell it to Suichi. According to this text file, the Killing Game Simulator used a certain program as the base. It's called the Neo World Program. Neo World Program? Never heard of it. Who are the suspects this time? I'm taking a page out of Kaito's book, and I am believing in my heart of hearts that it was Oma, because he's a piece of shit.
Well...
In this Killing Game Simulator, objects can't break. Your body's 5 senses are connected to your avatar, and your avatar cannot be harmed. But any damage inflicted on your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world. That matches what Mew told us.
That's true.
If your avatar receives fatal damage, then your real-life body will die from shock.
Huh?
From shock?
Oh.
This is the first time we're hearing about this. If someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world, then they die in the real world. Well, your 5 senses are connected, so it makes sense you'd feel the same amount of pain.
Right?
So it wouldn't be too surprising if you died from the fatal injury.
Oh, man.
The more important question is, why did Mew keep such an important detail a secret? That's strange. I have no idea why she wouldn't mention such an important detail. Did she hide that from us on purpose?
Well...
That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the virtual world is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Warps and special transportations like mounts do not exist. She knows what mounts are?
I see.
She knows what mounts are! Even more perfect waifu status achieved! So you can only move around using your avatar.
How boring.
She should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world. That's all it says in this text file.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maki. That was very helpful. But is the info in the text file correct?
What are you talking about?
Nuh-uh.
I'm not doubting you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying that file could have been rewritten. It's possible someone rewrote the original info with false info, you know?
But
to determine that, you would need extensive knowledge of computers.
It's my time to shine!
huh?
Please, we both know we aren't lucky enough to have Oma be the killer. Listen, you can't stop me from believing that he's the killer. You can't. No one can take that from me. Let me believe it's Oma, okay? And that this class trial won't have some dramatic, sad ending that involves Kaito being the killer on accident somehow. Where he, like, accidentally unplugged her cable or something. Please.
Stop it.
Don't get in our way. I won't get in the way. In fact, I want you to help. I want you to let me help with the investigation.
Hey.
Help with the investigation? Monotaro, what are you saying?
Hey!
Come on, please. Won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot I'm bad with computers, I'm good with computers now.
What are you talking about?
That logic doesn't make any sense. What's up, Andre?
Hey!
You can't. We're not allowed to help the participants as mascots. We gotta stick to that rule.
I don't care!
I want to help everyone. I want to avenge my dead mommy.
Huh?
Your mommy? You mean Mew?
Not that!
No, Monotaro, you've forgotten again. You've forgotten that she's not our mother.
I want you!
And you've forgotten about the important person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig. I'm busy avenging Mommy's death. How sad, but it looks like this is goodbye. I love you, but there's someone I need to protect. Goodbye.
So long! Farewell!
Alrighty then, let's do this. Is this chapter 4? It is chapter 4. Mew has just died.
Huh?
Do what?
So what?
I don't care either way. If you want to help, then that's fine. True, I suppose, but
Thanks!
I'll do my best for Mommy's sake.
No.
Wait, perhaps we should... He's doing his best for his dead mommy. I'm so touched. Wah. Fuck off. Alright,
Okay.
fine. I'll leave it to you then. I suppose I have no choice.
Alright!
I'll start analyzing the computer right away.
This stinky little computer is no match for my hands!
Okay.
His hands are going at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
Is Oma voiced by the same guy that voiced Fuyuhiko in Danganronpa 2? Anyway, I've already analyzed a few things already.
Okay.
The text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered.
Yay!
Also, I found this too.
Is this...
Himiko, Tsumugi, Kaito, Roboy, Suichi log in, Maki log in. Roboy said, this looks like the information of when everyone logged in and out. If you look at this list here, chat's covering it right now, so I'll read it to you though. Kaito logged out, and then Kibo logged out. And if you remember, Kibo said that Maki was the next one to log out, and helped him get Mew's helmet off. But it says Himiko logged out before Maki here. So what was Himiko doing? What's up, Poke? Oh, dude, I remember Pedo Bear. Old memes, never forget. I don't believe it's Kaito. I don't either. I refuse to believe it's Kaito, and I will only accept that it is Oma. Until we receive more evidence, and until we vote for someone other than Oma, I will refuse to believe in anything other than Oma being the killer. Because that's what Kaito taught me to do.
Okay.
There's no sign that it was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Hey,
Could you show it to me? It really does have everyone's login and log out times recorded.
Well...
Aside from you, everyone is logged in and out once. You never logged out.
you're right.
Then it would appear that no one secretly logged out and then logged back in. Then my main concern becomes... Kaito, he logged out ahead of us. No, it couldn't be him. It's Himiko. Log in, log out record has been added. Also, there's something else I noticed while I was analyzing the program. Monotaro redemption arc.
So,
It looks like some parts of the program were rewritten.
Huh?
The program's being rewritten? Didn't Mew say she did that?
Oh.
Obviously, Mew is the only person capable of doing that. So which files did she rewrite and what did she change? Also, Monotaro's gonna die this chapter, I bet.
okay.
I'll analyze that, of course, but it's gonna take a little time.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's done by the class trial, then Suichi will be able to avenge Mew. He's just saying whatever he pleases.
All right.
And I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. You're so reliable.
That's true.
Yeah, way more than you. Fucking got him! Oh! Burned! Roasted! Uninstall! What's up, guys?
Like I thought.
It ended up like this after all. I had a bad feeling ever since I thought I saw Mew from the dining room window. You thought you saw Mew?
Oh.
Yeah, I told Suichi about it. Did she? Oh yeah, that's right. There's a small window in the dining room. I looked through it. Dude, by the way, can we just take a moment to remember that I fucking called from the beginning of this chapter that Mew was gonna die because I said her dialogue just fucking took a nosedive into shitville? Also, hey, what's up, Adam? Mew is dead. Did you see the reference in this room yet? The Neo World program reference? Or are you talking about something else? Drink every time a character makes you mad in V3? Oh, so I have to talk every time, or I have to take a drink every time Oma speaks? Alright. I'll do it. Oh, so you saw Mew then? I thought I must have been mistaken, since she should have been by the chapel. You're only saying you were mistaken, so you don't have to feel as guilty.
What?
Huh?
Because...
If you had been positive that it was Mew, and you could have done something sooner, you could have prevented her death, you know?
Hey,
That's just speculation, Kokichi. You can't judge in hindsight.
My bad.
Oh, we went a little off topic there. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. What did you do after you thought you saw Mew? I thought I was mistaken, but it really bothered me, so... About 10 minutes later, I told Suichi, and while we were talking about it... Looks a lot like Naegi. Naegi, tell them! What was that? What was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but that was Mew dying. We heard a loud noise and rushed out into the entrance hall. For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? Who? Oh, when Poke arrived for the first time? No, that's wrong.
Huh?
T-Boy's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel?
Okay.
He was, but Tsumugi and I are positive it was his voice. We heard Kibo from the entrance hall, when he should have been at the chapel. What? That's weird, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything between the chapel and the mansion. Even Mew said that. I'm gonna down this whole beer in like 2 minutes. I had one before stream. Can't wait to be smashed during the investigation. Let's go. Yeah, you can't hear anything at all while you're inside the map loading point. Also, Sam, why have you been ignoring me today? I haven't. I've been doing stuff. I figured you'd show up in the chat, and I would be able to acknowledge you. You're right, the sound shouldn't reach through the map loading point. So how did we hear Kibo's voice? How were we able to hear Kibo at the mansion if he was at the chapel? Maybe someone's lying. Well, beer number 2 down. We are 20 minutes into stream.
What?
Lying.
Hey.
By the way, Kokichi, did you hear the noise or Kibo's voice at all? I'm not sure. I must have not noticed because I was too busy searching. You're lying to his face. Kaito.
Hey.
Kaito, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something? Fuck off. No one likes you.
Don't screw around.
Who would you like, dumbass? Who would like you, dumbass? I was interested in Suichi's conversation.
Huh?
My conversation?
Ah.
You heard Kibo's voice when it should have been impossible. Can you tell me more about that? Well, what I said before was pretty much everything. Sam, you gonna chug one down to remember the Twitch chase? No thanks. After that, we headed back to the chapel to see what happened. We saw Gonta as we left the mansion, and the 3 of us went to the river together. That's when we met up with Kokichi. Every time Oma opens his mouth, you chug. What's up with that? Because I hate myself when I have to read his dialogue. I need a palate cleanser every time he speaks.
Yeah.
And then we used the signboard that I found as a bridge. Also, who was it that said, drinking game, every time a V3 character pisses you off, drink? Damn, Sam neglecting your boy Adam without even blocking him first. Roasted! Maybe he was outside of the game, that's how we heard him. We have the log in and log out records of the game. He didn't log out before then, so no, it was a good effort though. I think you were a little late for that. Kimiko, it was magic. Putting up with Kokichi is enough to make anyone drink. True. Anyway. I'll text you back after stream, Adam, about IRL stuff. What about it, though? Did you notice anything? I suppose not.
But
I see you're working hard. It looks like you're starting to take this game seriously, Kaito.
Shut up!
My boy. Kaito's the best. And he's, I'm sure, going to have a heartbreaking death. Because the game's actually building me up to like a character for once. Just fucking crush them. Which I'd actually be disappointed in, because they already did that with Kaede. And if they do it again, just to break my heart, I'm going to be upset. I've been wondering, what was the secret of the outside world that we were searching for anyway? That's true, we got sidetracked by Miu's murder case. Who is Anger Issues? Me? We never discovered what the secret actually was. We couldn't find anything at the chapel, and you found nothing at the mansion, right?
Okay.
No, Tsumugi and I didn't find anything.
My dad.
I didn't find anything either. That's probably the same with Kaito and Gonta, too, right?
Right?
And knowing them, if they had found something, they would have told us right away. Oh, Kaito? Kaito's perfect. He has no issues, okay? Other than that, he gets a little too close to Maki. But Maki's my girl. But other than that, he's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, they would have, unlike you.
Whoa.
Wow, Soichi, did you hear that? That robot's being sassy with me. This is the worst. Oh, this is just like in Chapter 1 of Danganronpa 2, when Nagito followed us around and wouldn't leave me the hell alone. I'm having horrible flashbacks. Also, the alcohol's hitting me because I keep drinking it. See, normally what happens is I have a beer before a stream, and then I have 2 beers over the course of like the 3 to 4 hour stream. But I've already finished it in like 20 minutes. I'm also a huge lightweight.
That's so mean.
Did you know robots don't need warm blood to function, so they become cold like this? That's why he's more concerned about the secret of the outside world than poor Miu. He told us he couldn't cry even if he wanted to. He went so far as to stage his dramatic reaction.
That's wrong.
That's not true. I'm hoping we can discover the truth too. Also, he'd be more affected about Miu's death than anyone. Because he actually liked Miu, and she like operated on him and stuff, and did fun things to him and made him feel good.
Oh.
You're a pretty advanced robot. You can be sassy and make excuses. Also, I started watching your Danganronpa 2 Let's Play, and you did not like Nagito. No, I didn't like Nagito. Which is why I hate Oma. That's all this part's gonna be discussing. Who the fuck suggested I drink? After every time someone made me mad. Banned. Or is it Red Wand? When I'm too drunk to wake up for work tomorrow. You know whose fault it was. Himiko did it. I never thought Miu would be killed. When I saw her avatar there not moving, I thought maybe, but...
You're right.
That's right, you saw that Miu's avatar in the virtual world stopped moving. Me, Kibo, and Maki all found her avatar.
Hey!
Can you tell me more about that? Any details?
I...
You were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel.
Hey!
Miu was too, right?
No.
No, Miu volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, so she wasn't with us. You volunteered to look around outside? We searched, but we couldn't find anything. Then right when we were starting to get tired, all of a sudden we heard a really loud sound outside. That must have been the sound I heard as well. That doesn't make sense though, because you shouldn't have been able to hear over the loading bar. Kibo killed her? Adam. That makes no sense. Would you kill the hot blonde that was operating on you all the time? The answer is no. Kibo is the least possible suspect. I think he's even less likely than Suichi at this point, and we're Suichi, although that doesn't really count because Kaede, but... Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. Something hitting the chapel wall. Gonta. So we all rushed outside to check this side of the chapel and we found Mew's avatar. That's when you went to log out to check Mew's real body, correct? It's because of the poop pictures? Are you telling me you wouldn't take pictures of Mew's poop? Come on. You some kind of weirdo, Adam? That's not the Adam I know. Okay? Thanks, Poke. But when we went to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason.
Jeez.
Then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
Thank you.
No! We had a good... First law of robotics dictates that robots can't kill. That's also true. Roboy did state that at the beginning of the game. Or close to it. Also, we had a good 5 minutes of dialogue without Oma talking. Never forget. That testimony sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river.
Because?
Because if they weren't able to cross, then no one could have gone between the mansion and the chapel. Then this helps us narrow down the people who could have come into contact with Mew. Who could have come into contact with Mew at the chapel? Not Kaito, not Gonta, not Oma, not Tsumugi, not me. So our suspects are Himiko, Maki, Roboy. If we are coming to the conclusion that she died in the virtual world. So the motive is poop? Is the motive not always poop? Yeah, that's a lot. I would do that to some... Oh, I'm not gonna make it to work tomorrow.
Hey,
Gonta, are you alright?
You're so dumb.
Are you still depressed about Mew? Come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer.
By the way,
Well, Gonta, I want to know what you think. Rare, I know, but who do you think is the culprit?
Gonta don't know.
Murder already happened. When Gonta wake up?
How did this happen?
Why Mew killed? Gonta not understand. Not understand anything.
How can this be?
But Gonta frustrated and sad. Gonta no could protect Mew. Gonta's character is now getting very plain to me. He seems all over the place right now. Oh man, he can't think at all when he's like this.
it's true.
But Gonta doesn't seem to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth. Remember the first game where every case had a point where Makoto had to defend himself? They do. Oh, the good old days. Well, I guess a big dum-dum like Gonta doesn't have the brains to lie in the first place.
Hey,
Don't talk about him like that. Yes, Shuichi, just fucking punch him in the face. Just right in the face. Just do it.
I'm disappointed.
I'm so disappointed in you, Gonta. When I first met you, I thought you'd be more useful.
sorry.
I gotta stop. I can't keep going with the drinking every time Oma talks. I'm on the fast track to losing it. Alright.
Gonta, idiot.
Gonta's so sorry. Gonta's sorry Ino can protect Mew. Gonta.
Hey,
If you feel that bad about it, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit instead. Yeah. It's true, Alustar. The Gonta, like, gag was really fine, and if he had died during Chapter 1, might have been a potentially memorable character, but now it's getting really old. This is the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us, okay? Okay, Gonta understand.
Gonta do his best.
yeah.
Yep, no, that's the spirit. Now Kokichi is encouraging him? I really don't know what Kokichi is thinking. I suppose I've investigated everything that I can here. Tell them, Makoto. It's tell them, Naegi. Thank you.
Hey,
Are you done investigating the crime scene so you don't know who the culprit is yet?
No.
This might not actually be the crime scene. Yes, injuries in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world, meaning there's a possibility that she was killed in the virtual world. Which means the next area to investigate should be...
Oh, I see.
the virtual world. We should go there again.
Huh?
See?
I just read your mind, didn't I? I did, right?
Got it.
If that's the case, then I'm coming too.
Oh?
Oh great, he's coming. You must really like me, huh? No, he likes me, Soichi. This is A-B conversation happening here between me and Kaito, so why don't you see yourself out?
Ugh.
Say whatever you want, I don't have to waste time on you.
Yeah.
If we go back to the virtual world, we might find some new clues. With those, I might be able to clear my name. Your name's already clear in my book, Kaito. She was in the anime at least? Wait, who was? Yeah, Kyoko wasn't in Danganronpa 2, it's true. Oh god. Alright. No more beer. For rest of stream. Just kidding, I've been way drunker during Danganronpa 1 streams. When I would actually drink whiskey during stream. Never forget. May I join you as well? I also think we should investigate the virtual world again.
All right.
Why don't we all go?
Ah.
Oh, so I get to be that avatar again?
What?
Did you actually like that avatar after all?
Well...
I'm going to stay here. He's in the middle of analyzing the program. Don't just search the place some more. There's no time to be sleeping. That's not what we're... Well, that's fine. Then I'll stay here too.
Huh?
Surprised? Are you gonna get lonely without your partner? Oh, thank God. Oh. Oh, Lord. Oma's leaving.
My bad.
But I'm busy too, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful. Fuck off. My wife who would never do anything deceitful.
Huh?
Deceitful?
See?
Well, you and Kaito are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right?
Thank
Good thing Gonta's here with me. Your glare is too scary to handle alone. Gonta would risk his life to protect me from a murderer.
Huh? Hey!
If you keep saying messed up crap like that, I'm gonna kick your ass into orbit.
Oh, right already.
It's fine, just ignore him and hurry to the virtual world. Kaito, let's just focus on solving the case for now. Fine.
Thank goodness.
I don't like violence. The ultimate supreme leader would rather sneak around. What would you do if Soichi dies and then Oma's the main character? Uninstall.
So that means...
So anyway, I'll leave the virtual world to you, Soichi.
Yeah.
But I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can only be solved by you, okay? Every class trial is only solved by me, but thank you for your comment. Your talent can save the useless people here, you know?
What?
Who you calling useless?
I told you.
Enough already. Kaito, let's go. Kaito, Kibo, Himiko, Tsumugi, and I prepared to enter the virtual world. It still shows Miu's dead body just in the chair. No one moved her. So the red cord goes in the right.
Goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right is the hand I hold my chopsticks with. I gotta be sure to get it right. If you're that worried, why don't you use one that's already set up?
We place the devices on our heads. Flipped the switch. Into the 3DS game again. What is Himiko talking about? Again, this would have been the perfect moment for New World Order, that song, to start playing now instead of randomly in the beginning.
Great, huh?
Oh, it's my avatar. Look, my avatar. So you liked it after all.
You know...
So we're back here.
100%.
Apparently, we always arrive in this room when we log in.
Hmm.
Mew said that logging in and out isn't possible unless we're in this room.
Huh?
And how did I get logged out while I was on the rooftop?
Okay.
We need to investigate that area too.
What should we do?
First, we're going to check Mew's avatar, right?
That's right.
I think her avatar is still near the chapel.
Yeah!
Let's head out to the chapel. What about the rooftop, everybody? Is that a dog barking? Yeah, it's my roommate's annoying chihuahua. I should check the map before heading to the chapel. Why? The two maps on the wall, one of the mansion and one of the world. I know how to get there already. I'll check the map of the mansion first. The first floor has the salon, dining room, kitchen, and bathroom. The second is the roof. We split up when looking for the secret of the outside world. Kokichi had the salon, Samugi had the dining room, Kaito had the roof, and Gonta the outside. This is the map of the entire virtual world. The world is surrounded by walls in all four directions. There's a loading point in the middle, so the map is split in two. No sight or sound can pass through the map loading point. To get from the mansion to the chapel, you have to go through this point. You also have to cross the river that runs parallel to it. That's how this world is designed. It's strange, I feel as though there's some secret to this. Never forget Pokemon Yellow. This map was made by Mew. Is that what's bothering me?
Hey, Shuichi.
I understand, looking at maps make you feel calm, doesn't it?
Huh?
You're the type of kid who stares at maps alone instead of playing at recess, aren't you?
No.
I never did anything like that.
Shuichi!
Don't forget we're here for you, bro.
Indeed.
You're not alone anymore. Aw, everyone's being so nice.
That's fine.
You don't need to withdraw into a shell, you know?
Hmm.
I'm so proud of you. You made friends with real people, not maps.
That's wrong.
I'm investigating, just investigating. Yeah, Mimiko roasting us. Suichi, could you please come with me?
What happened?
I found something strange. I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but I want to hear your opinion regardless. It's right this way. Toilet paper! This is toilet paper, right? Why would it be in a place like this?
That's right.
It's cold here.
Huh? Which means...
My initial thought was that someone may have come here to defecate.
No.
I don't think that's it. I don't think avatars have bowel movements. I don't have to go at all.
Huh?
I didn't realize that. That never occurred to me, as I do not need to expel solid waste in the real world. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Wait,
But...
it's still strange. Why would toilet paper be in a place like this? Could this be related to the case? Okay. Of all the fucking things to be related to the case. Excuse me, everyone. I'm gonna go across the thing.
Hey, so...
She knew I talked shit about her chopstick dialogue. Hey, isn't this the signboard that Mew threw into the river? Oops, my hand slipped.
You know...
It's not some other signboard, right? She said there's only one of them.
No.
It's definitely the same. I brought back the one that was stuck in the rocks on the river.
Ah...
Gonta did, not Suichi. He's fucking take credit for that shit.
But...
But there's something bothering me. The rocks that the signboard got caught on weren't on the chapel side of the map. They were on the mansion side. What about that bothers you? It just got washed from the chapel to the mansion, right? From the chapel to the mansion? That's odd. The flow of the river.
Shuichi!
Hey, think later, bro. Let's get moving. Shouldn't I be thinking now? This is a rather important time to think about stuff. Alright, for now we need to investigate the scene. Signboard has been added. Thanks for the loading screen. I like that they incorporated the fact that this would need to load
As I thought.
into the thing. The scene of the crime has not been altered since I found her. Is that a flip phone? Think about it. Mew said everything that is unbreakable. I love when characters use their walking animation but get across the map within 3 steps. The dream. The scene of the crime has not been altered. I already said that. So there's no possibility that someone tried to tamper with the crime scene afterwards. I'm taking the hoodie off. Ugh. It was a funny joke, but now I'm too drunk. Not drunk, but buzzed. Too buzzed to focus. It's okay. The ultimate detective in me will still just subconsciously come out with the answer to the case. See ya, 18. That's for sure. It's just like how we left it. I'm pretty confident in my memory. I memorized a magic spell that would take a whole year just to chant.
What?
If you think I'm lying, I could start the chant right now, you know. No,
Unfortunately.
thank you. I do not think I could wait a whole year. A logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains unchanged.
Actually,
Look at all this stuff scattered around. What happened here?
Jeez.
That's what we're gonna start investigating right now, isn't that right, Suichi?
Okay.
Ow. This is a hammer. Why would there be a hammer in this world? I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that can be used as weapons. Never forget Mew. And her, like, pre-orgasm face that's happening right here. Mew said she deleted dangerous objects. I can't imagine she'd miss a hammer. Was Mew lying? But why would she lie? Hammer has been added. Is this a cell phone? There's cell phones in this world, but what could they be for? Logging out.
No.
That's it. It's a phone, so... A cell phone. I can't believe there's something like this here.
Ah.
Kaito, perfect timing. I'd like you to help me out with something. I just want to test something out.
Come on, man.
Help you out?
Of course.
I never say no to a favor from my sidekick.
Thank you.
You know,
What do you need me to do?
Is that all right?
You don't have to do anything. You just have to stand here. I just gotta stand here? Kaito Momota.
I knew it.
He's logged out, just as I thought. So Kaito was set up! The dream! Mew's character can be described as pre-orgasm face. This can be used to log out just like the phone in the salon. It proves it doesn't have to be the person themselves if you just say their name. You can log out anyone you like.
All right.
I see, thanks to Kaito's help, I'm starting to pin this down. Cell phone has been added. I bet Kaito was pretty surprised when he logged out all of a sudden. I should apologize for that later. What's everyone's favorite character? Kaito. Or Maki, considering Maki's waifu, so I guess that's kind of different. Ugh. Is this a piece of lattice? Why is this here? That is a mysterious object. They are not like this. Mew was gonna kill someone and pulled a Sayaka. He got killed instead? My favorite characters are dead. Danganronpa in a nutshell. Actually, that's not true. All of my favorite characters are still alive. But probably not for much longer. It's a wooden mat. It used to be common in bathrooms.
eh?
I didn't see anything like it at the chapel. Where did it come from? Not from the chapel, then why is it here?
Yeah.
I just figured it out with my magic.
Huh?
You did?
I see.
Maybe someone used that instead of the signboard across the river. That someone is the culprit.
No.
I don't think so. The river's current is pretty fast. Even if you did use it to cross, there's no reason it would be here. I know. I was just testing you a little. Why would you want to test me?
Yeah?
But what does this mean? What's something like this doing here? I'm not positive why this lattice is left here, but I'm sure that it must have something to do with the case. Lattice near chapel is good. Favorite character of this series is Komaeda. Why? Complained about Kaede dying 20 minutes ago? I mean, I liked Kaede, but not my fave. My favorite in 1 was Kyoko. My favorite in 2 was Yuhiko or Hajime. And in 3 so far, it's Kaito and Maki. So we're gonna get there in just a second. Mew's avatar is frozen, collapsed in the snow. A locked down avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains. Makes sense for a killing game simulator. If the body disappeared, we couldn't investigate. The avatar never shows injuries, so they stay the same. She still looks almost alive.
But
Her face is so pretty here, isn't it? It's hard to believe she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Mew's avatar has been added. Now what? What's wrong, Kibo? Something bothering you?
Well,
I just remembered something. I think the whispering I overheard might be relevant to this case. You heard whispering?
yes.
I did not intend to eavesdrop, but I did hear it. Shortly after we gathered at the chapel and dispersed to begin searching. Oh yeah, before we split up, I want to ask you something, Mew. That was Kokichi. It would seem Kokichi and Mew had made plans to meet each other.
Huh?
Meet each other?
Yes.
Kokichi was confirming the specific place they were supposed to meet. I couldn't hear the whole conversation, but I'm certain the rooftop was mentioned.
Then...
And those two met on the rooftop?
Well...
But it's strange, right? If they were planning to meet on the mansion's rooftop. Why did Mew volunteer to search the area around the chapel? So she could go missing without everyone in the chapel wondering about it.
You're right.
That's true. If they were meeting on the roof, she would have wanted to search the mansion. Either way, she wouldn't have been able to get to the rooftop. She was searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found the avatar. Unless things in the river that go to the right side of the map reappear on the left side. How dare you? Higakure's special ability was... And with no bridge to cross the river, she could not have gone from the chapel to the mansion. That's true, something is strange about all this. Okay, I finished my investigation of this area.
Shuichi!
It would seem that we are finished investigating this place.
Okay.
Hey, there's something I wanted to ask. Can our avatars hide objects? It seems like you can put stuff in your clothes here too, just like the real world. I wonder if you can log a dead person out? Probably not. I see, just like the real world.
yeah?
So what are we going to do next? Are we going to go back to the real world already?
Ah,
Before that, there's one more place I have to investigate, the rooftop.
As I thought.
Very well. The place Mew and Kokichi were supposed to meet, then the place Kaito logged out. I'm positive it has something to do with this case. There should be clues there. I don't really get it, but if you want to investigate, then let's go do that, Suichi. You're right. Suichi, everyone is counting on you, including myself.
Shuichi!
Please give the class trial everything you've got and see us through to the end. And I'll do my best as well, of course. And I as well. I can do that at least. I'm a detective after all. Everyone's being so, like, dependent on Suichi now in this trial. It's a bad thing, man. It's a real bad thing. Because what if Suichi was the killer, man? Everyone would be fucked. Speaking of Kaito, he just doesn't care. He's been kicked out. Oh, he's probably mad. He's probably not thrilled about it. He's gonna yell at us. Suichi already said he needs to apologize. Oh, he's back. Suichi, what was that all about?
Sorry.
I just wanted to see if you could log out using the cell phone.
Jeez.
Then tell me first, that was bad for my heart. I suddenly got logged out and I panicked and rushed back here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Come on now, that's enough. Don't interfere with the investigation.
You know,
I wasn't interfering. Wait, why did you guys come back here? Didn't you already finish investigating? I wanted to investigate the rooftop next. What's important about the rooftop? Wasn't Mew at the chapel the whole time? We found her on the ground next to it.
Oh,
Now, let's believe in Suichi's reasoning.
it'll be okay.
Suichi can do it for sure. He's the ultimate detective after all. You wonder how Kaito being sick is going to come into play? Probably so that he can have a dramatic death that everyone's really sad about. Because he's the best. If you're gonna be like that, then do whatever you want. Investigate the rooftop or whatever. Suichi is my sidekick. In other words, his deductions are my deductions. And my deductions are his.
Hey now.
What are you, some kind of credit-stealing bully?
I mean,
Well, I'm gonna investigate Mew's avatar since I got interrupted last time.
Sorry. Well then.
Let's go to the rooftop. Does Kaito not want us to investigate the rooftop or something?
Yeah.
That's unnerving. It's not happening. Maki is mine. You and Kokichi were supposed to meet on this very rooftop. The person in charge of searching this area, Kaito, was forcibly logged out.
That's true.
This area must have something to do with the case. Storage room. It's a little different than how I remember. It feels as if something's missing. But I wasn't paying close attention the first time, so I don't remember. Toilet paper? I agree. It might not be directly connected to the case, but I should inspect these binoculars. I can see that this building is at the top of a hill. I can't see past this point because it's the map loading point. But that is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? Something doesn't seem right. Kibo, did you find anything? This is difficult. There's nothing here that seems to resemble a clue. But Mew should have arranged to meet with Kokichi here. I thought we could at least confirm whether or not she really came to the rooftop. But unfortunately, there are no clues which indicate that. Did Mew ever come to the rooftop? That is an important question.
Hey!
I wanted your opinion on something. Do you think you could get up and down from this roof from outside the mansion?
Well...
Yeah, I don't think anyone thinks it's actually Kaito, and it's very clearly that Oma's trying to set him up so that it can break up our bromance, because he's jealous. Because he has no friends and nobody likes him, and his own parents wish he was dead. Anyway. This rooftop is rather high. Even the edge of the roof is roughly the height of a 3 to 4 story building.
You're right.
Certainly too high to jump. I mean, it's a computer world.
As I thought.
Which means it would have been impossible to climb up from the outside. That means the only way to this rooftop is the stairs. I see.
Hey!
What's wrong? Look at that doorknob, it's locked.
Ah!
It's a thumb turn lock. Easy to lock. It seems you can't lock it unless you're on the outside. And look, the keyhole is on this side of the door. Isn't it usually the other way around?
No.
Not necessarily, I've seen this before. It's to prevent you from locking yourself out.
I see.
Is Is that so? This rooftop has a lock on the door that is important information. I've inspected everything here, and now all that's left is... Hi, Maki. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. Couldn't you just have waited for me to come out? What's happening?
Huh?
Maki, why are you here? I thought you were analyzing the program.
I told you.
Monotaro finished analyzing the program, so he told me to gather everyone. Finished?
Shuichi!
We should probably head back then. Our investigation here is pretty much done, right? Almost the only one who's outside? No. Gonta is also outside.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I've investigated everything I needed to. I'm sure that Oma's ability will be explained in more detail, though he doesn't seem like much of a leader, really.
Shuichi!
Well then, we'll head back first.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to say goodbye to my avatar. Did you like it that much?
Then...
We should go too. But first, we're alone on the rooftop, Maki. I believe that requires a makeout session.
Hey!
What's wrong?
You.
Well, you're definitely more reliable in a class trial than out. All the others think so too.
Huh?
What?
Well...
I'm not trying to sound like Kaito, but I don't think you should carry all the burden alone. You're Suichi Saihara, or you're a detective. Don't ever forget that. Well, I shouldn't be talking. I threw away my identity as Maki Kawa to be an assassin.
Thank you.
Was she being considerate just now? Yes. She's the perfect wife. I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was, though. Oh, yeah, Himiko's gonna make a game with magic. It's just you and me. We should log out, too.
By the way...
Did something happen between you and Kaito?
Huh?
What?
Well...
When he logged out a little while ago, he looked like he was in a bad mood.
Sorry.
That's probably my fault.
Well...
I don't know what happened between you and Kaito, but that idiot is simple, so I'm sure he'd forgive you if you just apologized. Look, she's got a little cute smile!
Well...
Ah, the perfect pair. Kaito's feeling betrayed as hell. It was pretty funny, right? I still thought it was funny, because we were like, and logged out. Ah. I pulled the device off my head and the real world appeared before me.
Shuichi!
You know she's smiling. Well, Suichi, isn't the real world way better than some virtual reality? Anyway, I felt so lonely without you around. Apologize for making me feel unloved. No. You've been unloved your entire life. Why is this a new feeling for you?
Hey!
There's something I wanted to ask you. I totally didn't draw anything on your tummy while you were logged in, okay?
Huh?
What?
It's a lie.
I'm kidding. So what did you want to ask?
Is that alright?
You planned to meet Miu on the roof, right? Did you end up meeting her? So you know about that, Suichi. Impressive, Mr. Ultimate Detective.
Okay.
Then I'll tell you what happened. I never met up with Miu. I couldn't get to the rooftop because it was locked.
Huh?
Locked? After I gave up, I went back to the salon to search for the secret of the outside world. Is that true, Kokichi? Are you doubting me? Of course, with every fiber of my being. Who is your most hated from Danganronpa 1? I always support Kaito. Least favorite character from the first game? I really didn't like a lot of the characters from the first game. Chihiro was lame. Mondo was obnoxious. Taka was obnoxious. Ifumi sucked. Also hated Toko. So, like half the roster.
That's...
Can someone verify that you were at the salon the entire time? Did you meet anyone there? No, I don't have a witness.
Right?
But you can also say there's no witness who can prove I wasn't there.
Hey!
Unless you saw the salon empty yourself.
Anyway,
Well, it's up to you whether or not you want to believe me or not.
Shuichi!
But you shouldn't doubt me like that. We're partners. No, we're not. Don't ever fucking say that again in your life. Play Asia is having some deals. Let's play Asia. I don't know what that is. Yugi will. I don't know who gives you Alien, but Yugi gives you Spellcaster. Which one is it? Did Kokichi meet with me or not? Is he lying or telling the truth? Which is it? Kokichi in the salon. Right, Monotaro, you have stuff, right?
Well,
Ask Monotaro for the results of the analysis. I don't know the details yet either.
Hey!
Well, I've been waiting for you, Suichi. I'm sure Maki already told you, but I finally finished analyzing the program.
Okay.
I'm starting to put together a lot of important facts, so here they are. He is really trying to be our friend, a little bit at least.
So,
First, the person who tampered with his program was Mommy, like we suspected. Mommy has an eccentric way of writing her code, so I knew it was her right away.
Oh.
I guess her personality wasn't the only eccentric thing about her.
got a minute?
So what did she tamper with? A few things, but I'll share the first with you.
so.
It looks like Mommy deleted a lot of objects from this killing game simulator. She said she deleted anything that could be used as a weapon. But in that case, why is there a hammer?
Okay.
That's true, only the hammer was left, but why was it left? The way the program was written makes it seem like she did it on purpose. On purpose.
Then...
Did she add anything? We found a cell phone in the virtual world. No, the cell phone was an original feature of the program. That implies Mew hid the fact from us, which means all Mommy added were the 2 maps. The rest was already part of the program.
By the way,
While we're talking about objects, I wanted to ask you something. We used the signboard to cross the river, but we could have used something else as a bridge. Or could we have used something else as a bridge? I didn't really see anything that could have been used as a bridge to cross the river. So only that signboard could have been used as a bridge. So what's the next thing she tampered with?
Okie dokie.
Well, it looks like she also tampered with certain parameters of the program.
Huh?
Parameters? Play Asia is a site where you can purchase games online. What kind of games? I use Steam for most of my game purchases. Oh, dude, I would have killed Oma. If we could actually kill someone, and not like the Kaede way of killing someone, but like we willingly like chose someone to die, it'd be Oma. Because Hammer is classed as a tool? I mean, that's a fair point, but I think she probably, like Poke said, got herself Sayaka'd, or she wanted to kill someone and ended up dead. Could have been suicide. Everything in the program is categorized as either a human or a non-human object. Of course, everyone's avatar was assigned the human parameter.
Really?
But for some reason, Mommy gave her avatar the non-human object parameter.
That's...
What happens when you become an object? Well, the difference is only for identification purposes, so it probably didn't affect anything.
Well,
But if it didn't affect anything, then why would she have gone out of her way to do that?
Ah,
Perhaps that has something to do with the next thing she tampered with.
so.
Mommy added a wall that didn't originally exist in the program. The lattice? The coordinates of the virtual world are represented on an x-axis and a y-axis. And it seems Mommy added a wall that runs the length of the y-axis.
Huh?
She created an additional wall. Angie sucked too, but he's probably my second least favorite. Games for consoles, handhelds, bundles. So they're not digital games. There were walls in all 4 directions, 2 down the y-axis.
Hey!
But you're positive there was only one.
Okay.
It's definitely the only one. What does that mean? Which wall was the one you added? What was the program like originally? You said there wasn't anything past the wall. Was that another lie? Adam, I don't know if that was a dark joke or not. Also, I apologize for this entire part 10, because I'm too buzzed to focus, to actually sit and read. I shouldn't have done that, where I just powered through the first beer immediately, in the first, like, 20 minutes. That's okay. Technically, the thumbnail is Samugi holding a drink, so... It looks like that extra wall was given a special setting. A setting that allows non-human objects to pass through it. That's what I mentioned earlier! So that anything that went through the right side wall could end up on the left, just like the sign. When she threw the sign there, she could have gone that way and ended up back on the left side. Boom! Your boy knew it. Guessed it. It's because I'm a detective or something. So what happened was the sign went to the river on the right side, so the right one is the one she added. And so that the sign followed the river. Right, follow me here. So the sign, which she dropped in the middle, followed the river to the right. And then came back out the left side, kind of like Pac-Man, right? I only like digital games. But anyway, so think of the Pac-Man walls. I'm sure everyone's played Pac-Man here at some point. You go in through the right wall and you end up at the left wall. I need to stop drinking. Anyway, that's what happened with the sign in Mew. It allows objects through. I see, that's very interesting.
Hey!
So are those all the things she tampered with?
Ah!
There's one more thing. So, one of you guys also had a strange setting given to their avatar.
Huh?
A strange setting?
Okay!
Yeah, the setting made it so they would be unable to move if Mommy touched them.
Then...
If Mew touched them, then their avatar would be paralyzed.
Hey.
Who was it?
Oh.
It was Kokichi. It's me? I didn't know that. Well, duh, I wouldn't know. I never touched Mew in that world. I see, I didn't even notice. Oh, she planned to kill Kokichi. I was wrong this whole time. Mew was the best character.
Okie dokie.
That's all I have to report. Well, do you think it'll help you guys out? And that's why Mew's death is the most tragic. Because she died instead of Oma. No. No. We were so close. Oh.
Okay.
That helps a lot, thanks. Mew's avatar has been updated. Wall added by Mew has been updated. Setting on Kokichi's avatar has been added.
Ah!
I should probably tell you this too, though it's not related to the case.
So...
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? I was really hoping when they mentioned the Neo World program last stream. I also was really hoping it would be the beach resort from Danganronpa 2. Really hoping for it. I was really disappointed when it was like the fucking Pokemon Sun and Moon, or X and Y, or whatever the hell 3DS game. An error. The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in.
Well...
I don't think anyone's avatar was acting strange, though. What kind of error could it be that's important information? Roll voice? Because he's not technically human? How do you feel about potato salad? Gross. Avatar error has been added. This is a rather fast investigation.
Okay, everyone. Time for the class trial.
Is he a bat?
You know, that thing where everyone stands in a circle and talks about the dead body. Low energy? Me? No, I'm excited.
Sad.
Really. I'm just taking a little break right now. When I'm done, I'll be my usual energized self. Yep, I'll be way more
Low energy.
energized.
Sad.
Anyway,
I wouldn't have
that's all.
voted for Monokuma. Because he's low energy.
Hey!
You seem like you're not into it at all. We don't have to do the class trial, you know. But it's gonna start, huh? We no can stop it anymore?
You're right.
No, we can't.
So,
This is all I can tell you guys, but I don't want any of you to forget. I'm your friend.
What?
He just decided we're friends.
Thank you.
Going to feel relieved. Don't worry, Monotaro. Suichi will get revenge for Miu's death.
That's so mean.
And he'll get that revenge by finding the culprit among us. He's right, the culprit is someone here.
thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Monotaro's so dead, and I feel so bad about it. Sam, make a prediction of the murderer? I'm going to, Adam. Don't rush me. It's not time yet. God. When the class trial is over, I hope we can all get to know each other better. Death flag, if I've ever seen one. That's the kind of line that triggers death flag.
Okay.
I want a fresh start. I want to make up for my past mistakes.
Wait,
That too. Meeting you all has really...
Sorry.
Sorry, it's nothing. I'll save it for after the class trial is finished. The flag is rising. I demand it. No. I cannot be rushed, okay? What was that? I think I heard something over there.
All right.
It's my flag rising. If you know what I mean. I believe that was a joke Monokuma made about Makoto and Kyoko going to the bathroom together. Which of course would always get my flag rising. Family friendly
long.
stream, anyone?
Farewell.
Everyone? Don't demonetize me, YouTube.
what did you say?
It's waving in the wind.
This is stupid.
Quit screwing around, let's hurry up and go.
Going to do his best.
Going to do his best to be even a little bit useful for everyone.
Wow.
I'm so excited, I'll definitely expose the culprit this time. No you won't, because you suck. What's so exciting about this? With conflicting emotions in our hearts, we head to the Shrine of Judgment. Well, I guess I didn't head to the Shrine of Judgment. Bye, Miu. Goodbye. See ya. I guess. Yeah, only I upload the demonetized videos. Well, stop uploading Nintendo stuff. And you wouldn't get demonetized. We gotta walk all the way down to the Shrine of Judgment ourselves. Everyone else gets teleported there, but man, I gotta walk there. What gives? Where's my teleportation? Actually, I think I can teleport there. Now that I think about it. Boom, I know how to use the map. I think it's only taken me 2.5 games to realize I could just teleport to the class trial area. Because I don't think I've ever done that in a Danganronpa game before. I like never used the map teleportation thing. It looks like that's everyone. Oh, this is everyone, huh? There are a lot less now.
It's plain to see.
This is just half of what we started with.
Unfortunately.
Because we allowed this game to continue, we must stop it somehow.
Right?
But we can't stop now, we can't let the fun end.
don't.
Cut it out. I'm certain this trial will be the last one. There's probably one more. Because there's 5 chapters. So there's gonna be 2 more dead. And then we're gonna go to the final chapter to find out the mastermind, I would assume. There's chapters 5 and 6 left. Let's focus on surviving this class trial first.
I guess.
You're right, if we mess up here, our numbers will go down even quicker. It'll just be the culprit left.
But
That might be okay. Maybe that's just another way to stop the killing game. Only, if we all die, then the killing game would end. I would only accept this outcome if Oma is not the culprit. How dare you, Poke? I'm eating at Applebee's while watching this. Awesome.
What?
Don't say stupid crap like that. It's pointless if we all die.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to worry. We've got the ultimate detective on our side. Why did everyone become so dependent on me in this class trial now? No one gave a fuck about me being the ultimate detective the last 3.
You're right.
Yeah, it's time for the detective to shine. Suichi, please keep up the good work.
Okay.
I'll do my best. Yes, I have to keep it together. This is the only time my talent can shine. I'm not just saving my life, everyone's life is on the line. If I can find the truth here, if I can't find the truth here, everyone will be sacrificed. I also want to point out that literally no one else's talent is useful during any of the trials, so I don't know why Suichi's so hard on himself. Only Kibo's talent has come into play at all, and that's just the fact that he can do robot things. Maki's was relevant once because she knew how someone died, or how someone could die, or she helped me lie about how Tenko died. But Tenko's ultimate is that he's spaceman. If I can't find the... Oh, wait. And I will never let that happen.
Come on, man.
Hey, Suichi, you're getting all tense.
Huh?
What?
I mean,
Didn't I tell you before? Suichi, don't carry the burden all.
get it?
And didn't I tell you before not to get in the way, Kaito?
huh?
What's your problem?
You really don't.
We're all relying on Suichi to carry our asses through this trial, okay? You're like a parrot repeating the same lines over and over. You're bothering him. No, he's not. You're bothering me. He's giving me a pep talk. I think that's the most annoying thing you can do to Suichi, you know that?
Huh?
What do you mean? I'm not.
Shut up.
Kokichi, you're annoying. Yes! She's so perfect! She just knows what I'm thinking.
Please don't.
Oh, Killer Girl's glaring at me. I was only kidding around. Maki's glare seemed to do the trick, as Kokichi turned around dejected.
Jeez.
Finally, that pest is gone. Thanks, Maki Roll. Just suck it up, Kaito. Now's not the time to be bickering with each other.
Got it.
My bad, sorry. Kaito, I'm okay.
Well,
I know what you want to say, Kaito. You don't have to worry.
I believe in you.
I see. In that case, I'll believe in you and won't say anything else.
Shuichi!
But if you have any problems, let me know. I'll help you. I'm here for you, bro.
thank you.
Man, Kaito's death is gonna be so sad. I know it's gonna happen. Can it not, though?
You.
You didn't forget, right? Remember who you are. Make sure you never forget that.
I believe in you. Shuichi!
Here we go. Is there any lag, by the way? Rumble. Make sure there's no lag. Because it says video output low. We good? Okay. Maki, the ultimate perfect person.
Let's do it.
Okay.
The 8 of us got into the elevator. The door shut behind us. It's opening, though. Okay. Okay, good. YouTube does that, like, really weird sometimes. And like all those times before, we descended. Has anyone ever tried to murder the player character? No. Ultimate blank, ultimate blank. No, it's deadly, deadly, deadly. It was dead quiet. The only sound I could hear was the beating of my heart in my ears. My body was trembling. The more I tried to control it, the worse it got. There's no way I could get used to it, really, the fear of death. I don't know why, but, like, I always get super, like, nervous like that before any event I have to do in real life. But it always just gets me fucking pumped. I love that feeling, man. It happened to me in track all the time. Like, right before any event, I would just get so, like, this. Except it wasn't the fear of death, so I loved it. But, anyway. We were all fighting it, trying to be courageous. We all felt as though we were going to our own execution. No, not execution. Test of our will to survive. Finally, the elevator stopped and the door opened. And though I couldn't explain it, my body stopped trembling.
Welcome!
Go ahead and stand behind any open podium. Oh. Monotaro! Move your asses. You don't want to see what I'll do to you if you keep Father waiting. He's been abused. He helped us so much, though.
Huh?
Wait, is he back to normal?
Why?
You're not a friend anymore? You jerks must feel pretty slick using Monotaro's forgetfulness to befriend him. He just decided on his own that we were friends.
You bastards!
But I won't let you guys trick Monotaro anymore, because he's already forgotten. He may have forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. But now he's forgotten that he had forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. Thanks to me, because I smacked the stuffing out of him. You bitch! How confusing. Well, whatever.
Really?
I can't remember, but one of you guys is the culprit, right? I can't be in the same room as a killer. It's dangerous. I'm gonna lock myself in my room, maybe even set up a barricade. You're gonna have to do that if you want to survive the execution at the end of this, Monotaro. Because I'm feeling you're next. I hope it's Monofanny, though. That's another death flag.
Anyway.
Let's get it started. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless fade off. Face off. You stole Monokuma's line. This is the best song, but they just keep playing it at all the wrong moments. They should have hired me to do it. We went to our podiums as always. We knew what we had to do. There was no protest left in us. It's already the 4th time. The 4th class trial is about to begin. Oh, Jesus. Mew Irma, the ultimate inventor. She may have given us a lot of trouble, but we all miss her. It's a tragedy after all. She helped me and Kaede with those cameras, gave Kibo extra functions. In the end, she had done a lot for us. And the culprit that killed her is one of us. Oh, fucking called it! I need to discover who that is. In order to survive, I have to find the culprit. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. I agree. Chapter 4. Court Preparation. Live and let the languid world live. But somehow Mew is killed. Alright. So we need to grab more skills. What was Mew's, or not Mew's, Maki's skill again? I really don't remember. Not enough slots? What does that mean? Oh. I agree, Alistar. That's what I was saying in this game. The first time that New World Order should have played in this song was absolutely when the Neo World program thing was shown. I want more mana coins. So I think we're going to remove one of these. Increases the speed of the focus gauge. And then we're gonna buy financing. Okay, and now we can add one more. Oh, that's right, that was Maki's skill, was financing. I remember thinking it was weird. Huh. Just on a hunch, I went with Maki's skill. This game is fucking awesome music, man. I bought the, Day 1 version, so I got the soundtrack. Not enough slots. How much space do I have? 5. Let's just get this, because I don't like Blade Lock. I wish I could sort by what game it was for, because I don't need help with, some of these. I only need help with, like, Blade Lock and Scrum Debate sometimes. Keyword. Alright, we'll just use that, just to peek. Our first strike, I guess. Alright, who do we think did it? Hangman's Gambit's actually not that bad in this game. It sucks, but it's easy. Not what I wanted to look at. Alright, the victim is the ultimate inventor, Mew. The victim's body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor of the school. Estimated time of death is 6:30. She died with her eyes open and an expression of agony on her face. As the first to lock out, Kiba was the first to discover Mew's body. She still had her visor on at the time. Kaito was the only one logged out from the virtual world. While he was looking for the secret of the outside world of the mansion's rooftop, a ring of light appeared around his feet and he was suddenly logged out against his will. Not knowing if it was okay to log back in or not, he went to his room and slept. Those are the dynamic duo of Salty Sam, it's true. She saw his mute's avatar through the window. Himiko, Tsumugi, Kaito, Ibo, Suichi log in, Maki log in. Kaito log out, Ibo log out, Himiko log out, Maki log out. Kokichi was in there for another 2 minutes after we talked. It's Sayaka. Alright, so now we need to deduce who... I need to take a guess, as is tradition. This toilet paper man is going to be vital to this case, and I have zero idea what the fuck it's about. Mew claims she had rewritten the virtual world's program to delete all objects that could be used as weapons, but she didn't. They logged out Kaito. I don't think it's Kaito at all. Is it Himiko? I don't think it's Kibo, man. There's no way. Alright, so who's left? I believe Kaito is being set up, so I don't think it's him. I want it to be Oma, but that would be too satisfying. Goto just seems so unlikely for this class trial. There's no way he would know. Did someone else accidentally went to the rooftop? Well, she logged, what's-his-face out. She logged Kaito out. So there's no reason for Kaito to have killed her, because he wasn't expecting to get logged out in the first place, and you can get logged out against your will. It would be way too satisfying for it to be Oma. I think it's Himiko. I don't believe it's Maki. She was annoyed about being split from Kaito and I. She wouldn't be annoyed if she was planning on killing Mew, because then she would be with Mew. Right? Because she stopped talking to us because we pissed her off, because we got split from her. And we're her friends, and she doesn't want to admit that, so she just stopped talking to us because she was mad. I don't think it's Tsumugi because she was with us. So the three suspects are Gonta, which doesn't really make sense, and Himiko. Roboy. Roboy could do it. We did hear him randomly, right? They heard Kibo's voice, despite the fact that he should have been past the map loading point. She did modify him, yeah, but she modified him in all the right ways. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Why? It's the only reason that I can't rule Kibo out completely is because we heard his voice over where Mew was. Why? I'm probably taking way too much time to get to the class trial, and it's probably pissing people off, but I don't care. I like to do these before every case. I have in all 3 games so far. And I was wrong in the last class trial, so I don't want to be wrong twice in a row. I've never been wrong 2 trials in a row. Did Himiko have a strong feeling about Mew? No, I don't think that's relevant, though. Because Kurumi didn't have any strong feelings about, prisoner guy. Forgot his name already. Whoops. Ryoma. This is for you, Adam. I'm supposed to be guessing who the killer was now. Damn. No point in guessing? It's not a guess. I know my shit. I think, so it's not Tsumugi, it's not Maki, it's not Kaito because he's being set up. We can rule it down to the 4 suspects. Gonta, Oma, Roboy, and Himiko. Oma would be too satisfying. And he would have been paralyzed if Mew touched her. I don't think it's Oma. Gonta's too simple to figure that out. How to work the virtual world. It's between Roboy and Himiko. It's gotta be Himiko. Unless some tragic bullshit happens to make this a slide class trial, it's Kaito. I doubt it's Maki either. I'm going with Himiko. Let's start this shit.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation. Screw it. This is tiresome.
Who are you?
More motivation!
I don't need any more motives.
I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
We just split the vote then.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
Shut up.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth.
I'm glad we've all decided on fuck Kokichi.
We can't die here! Oh my! Himiko has become so determined! It's true! People really do change!
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
Fuck off.
What? Say that to my face!
Say that to my face.
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
Exactly. He was logged out.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
Dude, don't mention her name. You are undeserving of mentioning her name. The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be. Because I believe in Kaito.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. Mew was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it!
Impossible.
I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
Why would you believe?
What do you mean, last words?
First, we need to decide if Mew was killed in the real world or the virtual world. That's where the problem lies.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. Mew was still...
Oh, was that wrong? But wasn't Mew still logged in? Is there any evidence that proves Mew logged out?
Damn it!
Okay. Maybe I don't know. I need...
Kaito logged out first, by
Hammer.
himself. Mew was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Oh, I know what we're supposed to... I was
course
right
it's
about the
impossible,
killing
'cause I
game
didn't
simulator,
do
but
it.
it's on the
I mean, we thought we
poisoned
found
her
poison
thing.
on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The...
She never logged... No, she never logged out.
What do you mean last words? Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in, though.
That's what
Oh, there's no B-spot on this one. That's also wrong. Fuck. Wow, this is the first one of the trial, and I'm already fucking up.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. Mew was still logged in, though. That's when you
Okay, what's Kaito's account again?
poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it.
I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't
We?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your
Are
plan.
we gonna say how can we even prove that the small bottle of poison killed her? What? Can I get another A? No, probably not. We're starting off real rough. I mean, this is when the game starts getting hard, is chapter 4. Are you fucking with me? I don't like the bouncy text in this game. It's so much harder to hit it. I wish you could rewind. It would make it way too easy, though.
Damn it!
Okay, chat? What do we got for the answer to this one? Because I legit don't know.
You was still logged in, though.
That's gonna be poisoned her hammer? Nope, that's not it either.
Oh no! Kaito logged out first by himself. You was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
I legit don't know. What am I even arguing here?
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it. I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's.
Maybe?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was... Kaito logged out first by himself.
Chat? This is where you're supposed to come up with stuff to help me.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Impossible!
The chat wants to help out. That would be delightful.
I mean, we found that bottle of poison on
Wait for the poison to become yellow, then use the bottle.
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me.
Poison to become
That diversion
yellow.
was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
Kaito logged out first by himself. You were still logged in, though.
That's right, Kaito.
Oh. I didn't even see that came yellow. Chat actually fucking came through. Thanks, Nikolai. Holy shit.
Killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Miu's body.
We all thought I noticed it?
Bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then why would I ask chat for help if I noticed it, Poke?
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Miu died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
Miu's real cause of death, the only one I can think of, is the hammer. Her real cause of death. Wait, if objects can't break, how did she die? Couldn't she not break? Oh, the toilet paper was her cause of death.
Oh no!
Oh my god. This trial is fucking destroying me. Game Facts is your Lord and Savior? No, we're gonna figure stuff out.
This is it!
That's not a cause of death!
Miu's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself. In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real
Oh, she has
body
triple
dies
X on
of
her because
shock.
she's a slut. That's right.
That was made clear in the program's text file.
Miu received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
Since Kaito was
In that
logged out, that
case,
clears him of
it's
suspicion.
fair to say that the cause
Boom.
of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question.
Dear God.
Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
The 6th floor. Gonta, fuck off.
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
So what was the killing blow,
The cause
is what
of
you mean?
death in the virtual
So
world
what is the cause of
is the one
death, you
that
mean?
matters.
The virtual world is not the cause of death. Is that what you said, Roboy?
It seems like Gonta is confused. So why don't we review things a bit?
That's weird. It's almost like I said that.
So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
Can we not do a recap?
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy,
fucking love
Maki,
Kaito.
Himiko, and the late Mew.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation?
They whacked her on the head with a hammer, which is the cause of death.
Think about. Now, let's all work
Not the
together.
killing game simulator.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
Rude.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Let's begin then.
When she gets implant. The 10-minute recap never fails to come back, can it not? The fatal damage that Mew received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. I hate the recap. It's always here.
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Can I get one of these right?
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
We have to determine the specific cause of death. If I think about the condition of Mew's body, that should yield a clue.
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Oh, I missed. Is it?
Or
I
going
wanted
to
to
beat her
say
with
it's the
his bare
hammer.
hands.
So would I use Monokuma file for
In the
that?
virtual
To agree
world,
with her?
Miu was fatally injured.
I don't see how this is relevant to that. I don't see
Let's
how
focus
any of
our efforts
these
on that first.
are relevant to that.
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped her avatar.
Okay.
Damn it!
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured.
I don't know what I'm agreeing with here. This trial is fucking dumb so far. No injuries. But we just concluded that she was killed by the virtual world. Not the... Alright, Mew's corpse and,
So let's
corpse
focus
and
our
strangulation.
efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to Mew
That's
was
so
dropped
weird.
Or beat her with his bare hands.
Blunt force was involved. I think strangulation.
I agree.
The best picture of it.
Mew's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered.
Okay, well wait, hang on.
Hard to look
I'm gonna take off auto for a second to discuss this. So what would kill her is the shock, right? So that doesn't mean she would go like this because she was being strangled in the game, because it's implied that everyone was just like this when they're inside the virtual world, completely unconscious. Right. So I don't get how being strangled in the virtual world would make her grab her neck, considering she'd have been shocked. And like, it just seems like she was grabbing her neck out of instinct because she was shocked. I don't really get that, but okay.
Right. And the virtual
So
world is
used to
connected
strangle
to our
her?
five
Yeah,
senses.
probably.
If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well.
It makes sense. Objects can't
I
break.
believe Maki is correct. You was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely.
The ultimate assassin would know any cause of death.
Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Mia was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh, the Assassin Master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
I expect her to be really
In
friendly
that
about
case,
this.
Her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world?
Yep, with toilet paper.
If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
That's not true. You
Then
come
the
up behind
culprit would
somebody.
need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
Just, I want her to jump over the podium and just
Was there
fucking kill
even
him.
a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
I have an idea what it might be. The toilet paper was the killing weapon. I found it during the investigation.
This is it!
Nerd.
During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
You did, Anima. Is this toilet paper? What would toilet paper be doing here? It was Roboy. No, he brought attention to the
I'm
toilet
guessing
paper.
that the
It was
toilet
Himiko still.
paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
He's gonna say, but toilet paper's soft.
What do you mean, Shuichi?
Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
Can I help you? Suichi looks like, can I help you? Rules of the virtual world. Killing game simulator is gonna be my
No time
sword.
for nonsense! You know we use toilet paper in place of rope!
You can if it won't break.
Would tear too easy!
Shut up.
I'll cut through your words!
I don't want to have this conversation. I'm not even gonna go through the rest of the dialogue like I normally let happen.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear.
That was an eventful conversation. I'm real glad we had that.
Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
Like your spirit, Gonta. Let's move on.
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear.
But then how do you...
And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
That's gross.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay. You're dumb.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Had to dispose
Maybe
of
the
it.
culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
And the culprit meant to get rid of it. They did a poor job of it. There was a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, Mew tried to kill someone.
The culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Wait, we already know who brought that hammer. Mew herself.
That's it!
She was going to paralyze Oma and kill him.
Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Because she could have been the best character in the game. But she fell short.
Hammer?
Remember what she told us?
I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous weapons. I can skip the flashback stuff, because I know.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true,
I'm never going to a
she
toilet
wouldn't
in a
have
VR
missed
game.
something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why'd she do that?
She was going to touch Oma, paralyze him, knock him out. Mew brought the hammer for sure, but what did she need it for? We need to make that clear. She was so close. Mew's death is absolutely the most tragic now.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer.
Drop
What
the
was she planning
hammer.
to do with it?
Murder
Maybe
people?
use it to break down a wall?
Uses for a hammer. Don't I know? Mew gonna build stuff with hammer.
Sure.
Probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
She wanted to kill you.
Idiot, she was the victim!
What was Mew planning to do with the hammer? That's still unclear. I need to think back what she was doing, what her plan
Let's
was.
assume
What was she trying to do?
Oh, I have to consent with Oma. Please, no. Can we just fail the trial here?
She probably just brought it for self-defense. Or she secretly met up.
And
Ah, fuck.
tried to kill them.
I tried to... Whatever. I'm gonna have to be clever with my shooting on this one. Because it's a weird angle. Poke, I already called that out, but thank you for finally noticing.
I agree.
She does. She wanted to drop the
Mew was
band
gonna
hammer
meet
on
up with someone in
Kokichi.
the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
That's not true. You said you tried to get up to the rooftop.
Wait, so Mew called Kokichi out?
Fucking
If
liar.
Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
One guy, one hammer? Kokichi's already figured it out. Professor Love, plan a murder, make Kokichi kill someone, kill Kokichi.
That's it!
So close!
She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Mew's plan, huh? I'm sure if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. She ain't that clever. Alright, let's do it. So she did try to pull a Sayaka. Well, it would be a Sayaka if Oma's the one that killed her. But Oma's being way too, like, obvious about it for it to be him. So it can't be him, unfortunately. Look at all the Mew death faces in the billboard. Can we stop and get a look at him? Hang on. Is it pretty good look at them. She looks so devastated. That's when Oma was talking shit. And she was like inside another anime, devastated about it. She got fucking blown the hell out of Danganronpa art. I think it's the first time they've ever used a different art style in the game. Besides the comics, anyway. You tried to kill Kokichi. Wait, what? Why is this even a thing? We already discussed that. Why was this necessary? Oh, it took a long time to get up to that. You? Literally anyone. Still haven't gotten one of these psych taxi things wrong, but maybe we should at some point just to see what it looks like. I'm just so good at them though. Also because it's super fucking easy. I wish you could just turn up the difficulty of like one specific minigame. Uh-oh. Instead of making them all, because we're in the second out of 3. I wish I could make this one 3 of 3. Some are still hard, man. This is how I drive on the way to work every morning, by the way. Where was Mew trying to kill Kokichi? Rooftop. We are. This is what? This is like a recap of the last 5 minutes of discussion. The afterlife. What's that? We haven't even established what that is in the game. Everyone implies in the game that there's no God. So there'd be no afterlife. Samugi's. Hey, it's the thumbnail. What is these pictures of Samugi for again? This is gonna be something about the fact that you touching him would paralyze him, I would guess. What was the poison? Huh? What about the bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? She wanted to make it look like he killed himself. Which kind of is bad, considering he's like the least likely to kill himself. Considering he enjoys the game so much. Considering he, like, yeah, as I was saying, because he enjoyed the game so much, why would he kill himself? He's the only one that doesn't want out. He fucking wants to live here. So he... I wish Psych Taxi was a little bit harder and a little bit more relevant.
So Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
When did she do that, though?
What? Mew was the one who put that poison bottle there?
She didn't log out.
No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Agreed. Oma wanted it to look like it was a thing. Log in, log out record has got to be the thing here.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? Log back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out?
Well, she could have used a cell phone to log out, but okay.
Nope,
Kaito
I
would
didn't
have had
see
to do
that
that
at all.
That's gonna make him look
She hadn't logged
suspicious.
in or out. Then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
Kaito?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper!
No, it wasn't me, guys.
If the poison is planted evidence, the question is when was it planted? If we determine the when, we might also be able to determine the who.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
She was the last to log
If
in.
she did place the poison without us noticing,
That's fair.
then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what?
Okay, so we argue with Kaito here.
That's wrong!
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair.
That's a fair point. Kaito distracted me.
She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
She had 2 minutes to do it after
It
everyone
says
was
that
logged
Mew
in.
was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
But she would have 2 minutes to walk across the room, place the bottle there, walk back,
in last.
log on.
She would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
Fair.
That's right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Yeah?
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
She had a cell phone.
Yes, I'm positive of that.
Then she got
Mew
herself
used a
Sayaka.
method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did Mew log Kaito out? Cell phone?
This is it!
Oh, I'm not spewing shit for once. This is the easiest
It
trial.
was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I
She's totally
verified this
Himiko.
myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Because Himiko was so excited about the virtual world. She would have no problem killing someone. It would just be like a video game to her. Whack!
I see. With that cell phone,
Or, no, she's
she could
strangling her,
force
whatever.
anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So...
Shut up, Anima!
was
No one
planning
asked
the
you.
murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because he's a douchebag.
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion.
What?
Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah, if Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
No, it's not.
What you mean?
Cause she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
No. I'd have been fine with that if everyone
So that's
died,
why she
as long as
decided
Oma
to
did.
attempt a murder, because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
You guys are only bitching because you haven't been to the virtual world yet. Oh, yeah. But once you go in, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so fucking awesome.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend.
Did anyone really trust me
See?
now?
That's an ideal fun situation. Now we can start a real class trial.
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma.
Everyone's gonna think
Both of you are
Kokichi
cowards.
is the,
You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Come in.
Wait,
No,
coward?
you're fine.
You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
This is gonna start a thing where everyone
Daddy,
thinks
they're calling you a coward.
Kokichi is the bad guy, but he's
Aren't
not.
you gonna do something?
I'm talking about the stream.
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature
Don't you need the power
laugh,
cable for that?
right?
His laptop.
Oh, okay.
There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive. Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
Get fun.
I will. Enjoy and
My
stuff.
head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone.
My boy. Believing in everyone.
Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
I mean, that's how Suichi's
Of
winning the
course I
game so
can.
far.
I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue?
Basically,
Let's hurry this up and continue.
what's gonna happen is,
If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all
Alma's
die.
everyone's gonna be
You
like,
know that.
Alma's the mastermind, but he's clearly
Oh,
not.
you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Miu.
Prove it.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty?
Locke was on the other side of the door.
You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
I remember you and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked?
Yes.
When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Oh.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
Kaito did?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
You lie all the fucking time. What does that
That'll do
mean?
you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
Kokichi, he was marked.
What kind of
Maki
response
trying to
is
survive.
that?
Himiko legit
That's
reason.
suspicious as hell.
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
All the objects around her. What was the
Well,
lattice for?
Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
No, because Celeste already had an execution like that.
If that's the case...
So you mean Celeste's execution? Okay.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
Okay. It's true. First we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all? No.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
What was Smoothie's account?
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
Not true.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
Oh, I can use the fucking arrows to scroll through the bullets. Thank you. At first glance, it seems as if it's impossible for me to go to the mansion. There has to be evidence that shows it was possible.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell...
She wasn't at the chapel. I used Smoothie's account to argue with, should have been at the chapel. She wasn't. Use the wall on Maki?
She stood me up!
The wall isn't an option, right?
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
This is too late. Okay. Fucking called it. I knew it.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Miko's so angry.
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
It must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene, just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
The river. The
It
wall.
won't be that easy to figure out.
I already figured it
Oh,
out. Sorry, Himiko. It's super
secret
easy.
method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
It's true. I already figured it out. What? Why do you
What
doubt
are you
yourself?
saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
That's okay. I don't mind.
Shut up!
I appreciate his company. I don't have time to deal with Kokichi right now. I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. Well, I already know what it was. Why is this a non-stop debate? It's the wall. Wall added by Mew.
The way across it only Mew knew about. Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
I guess it's a hidden bridge.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or
teleported
she
is
used
right.
a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
All of these
I
are...
suppose it is possible she used that to change places.
Man, you guys are way off. Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
All of those are like possibilities. A secret method only Mew knows. She tampered with the program. It's hard to imagine that has nothing to do with it. I'm sure she changed something.
Way across it only
Is it
Mew
agree with teleport? Because it would be a teleport.
Or instead of bridge, you use some kind of vehicle to go over. Or maybe she
Okay. So it's not teleport. Warps and mounts don't exist.
Oh no!
Okay.
Or instead of bridge, you use some kind of vehicle to go over. Or maybe she teleported with mountain. Or
Ah,
she
teleported
used a
appears
warp
behind the
zone.
other thing. That's funny.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
It's one of these. A hidden route that... Okay, there was no V-spot on that one. I got him sneezed.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Sorry, I sneezed.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion.
No, it's
or
pretty
the
clear.
wall near the chapel.
About the chapel.
We
That's
do
where the
know
current of the
that
river
wall was
goes.
set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive, Shuichi.
Oh, excuse me? Kaito, can you not right now? I'm trying to cover you. What is it, Kaito?
What is it, Kaito?
Oh.
Jeez, and you set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with
Okay, now you are slowing me down, Kaito. Can you not do this right now?
You don't even realize your mistake? You losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
God. Wall
What
added
we
by
gotta
Mew?
figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless.
It's not impossible.
We gotta take a whole new approach here.
We don't.
No, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up
Oh,
only
fuck, it
lets
cuts through
non-human
that.
objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through.
Settings on
So
mute.
Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
She is.
I'll cut through your words.
I didn't cut. It was tactical. It was planned. I knew that wasn't right. That's why I cut through it.
The only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object.
Objectifying women.
She could have
Virtual
passed
worlds
through a
in
wall that only
2017.
non-humans could go through.
That's why she died.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says.
Dude, he's gonna set me up
Already
next trial.
told you, the more you try, the more you cause
This
us
is the
trouble.
beginning of next trial. He's gonna set me up as the traitor or some shit by making everyone believe everything I say, and then at the end of either this trial, at some point in next chapter, or next class trial, he's gonna try and point me out to be the culprit. He's gonna set everything up, and everyone's gonna be like, but we always believe in him, and yada 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 yada. That's why he keeps focusing on Shuichi this, Shuichi that, and making everyone else focus on it. That's what's gonna happen. Fuck. You little bitch.
It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made
That's
a
why
wall
everyone's
only
so
she could go
Shuichi's
through,
detectives ultimate perfect. Wow.
then her secret route was through that wall? That's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map.
Favorite
I
glitch.
bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
And that's what the lattice covered.
But even if she could walk
So
through
maybe it
walls,
wasn't the river.
was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world, literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there. So the exact same as the school.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Why do you gotta be so gross,
Chi-Chi,
man? He's grosser
You
than
don't have to
you.
go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Mama Taro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
See, Monotaro's dead, first
Ah,
off.
Jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? No, he's way more vulgar than Mew. He's a hypocrite. He's a piece of shit. I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
So the river flows infinitely.
She wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason.
I bet Fanny's dying in this trial? Dude, don't get me
We aren't
excited,
sure
Animal.
why
I
yet,
wish.
But once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
Oh, Christ.
There have been a lot of strange occurrences.
Let's
in
do
the
that
virtual
joke one more
world.
time.
If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
No, you're not helping anything. Stop talking.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing.
Plain's her favorite adjective.
Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The events that led us there. Loud noise? Is that what she's talking about? The loud noise?
This is it!
Yeah, okay.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
That was it, by the way. Ah!
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
Because if the sound hit the chapel
First
wall
off,
on the right,
sound can't go past the map loading.
it would load it to the other side.
Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
Mew's dead body fucking banging on the wall.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
That was Kibo talking. He said, "Oh no," through the wall.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, Well,
We went
let's
in the
check
virtual
answers
world.
later and try to find all the other clues first.
Anyway, we went into the virtual world to find the secrets of the real world, but instead, we just got a bunch of secrets about the virtual world we need to figure out. Irony.
There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Fuck off.
Sorry, going to not mean it like that.
But you did, though.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion or that loud noise. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. Oh, don't give me that look, Shuichi. That's a Hangman's Gambit look if I've ever seen. Okay. Thank God. I really need to clear out, like, all the space for all the objects now. I really don't know what this is. Clock? What's the question? What was the weird oh, the bridge. Oh, can I just... Oh, fuck. Why would... That wasn't connected to it.
I see it.
That's my favorite minigame.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
I also like this song, but I thought this was Kyo's theme song.
We mentioned it before, but
Kyo's dead
you
now.
dropped the
This
sign
song
in the
shouldn't be
river.
playing. Whoops, my hand slipped. Here we go again with this bridge thing.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. Okay. This is where we recap. Where was the sign? Ooh, the boxes move now. Maybe my wish about them getting harder has finally come true. One can hope, right? Well, they don't move too much faster, but almost. Oh god, I was looking at chat. I missed all those. That could actually be pretty detrimental. Probably not though, because we get so much time for this. At which point was the signboard? Huh? I think it's the first time I hit something. Left away. Question mark. I keep getting distracted looking at shit. At which point? The river? Yeah, okay. What else would sweep it away? Not a fucking building, come on. Oh, you can use the mouse to move. That's way harder than the buttons. Let's try and do that. I'm gonna use the mouse for the rest of this one. Oh, using the buttons is so much easier. Here we go. I've injected difficulty into this game by using a shitty control. At where? Damn it. Okay. I've artificially added difficulty. Hey, what's up, Jet Speeder? Where is the end of the river? Huh? thinking time. Transition point? Oh! So that's what happens. Now chapel side. Finally got one of those wrong. Jesus, I got cocky at the beginning of this trial and said this was such an easy game. And now we're getting everything wrong. I'm missing boxes. I'm hitting cars. It's my karma. I'm using the mouse now. What the hell is the wallpaper? Oh, it's the box. At least this is finally getting harder. Okay, I gotta stop using the mouse now. Perfect. Back to the keyboard. Okay. I gotta not touch the mouse though. I tried to use both right there. I like it. I hope it stays this hard. Well, it was only hard because I used my mouse, but still. What was the signboard found? Where was the signboard found? Mansion side. Oh, there's another phase. Why does this game always point out the obvious? I don't get it, man. What's the point? Also, this is such a straight shot. How could I miss these? Do it once. Back to being a pro at this, by the way. And then it just gives me the answer here. Compared to the current, which way did the river flow? The right side. With the current. Against the current? Oh, I guess it's gonna say against the current because the game's still not allowing me to think forward. No, it hit the fucking wall and ended up on the other side. So it went with the current. That's not true at all.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
Didn't we just talk about the wall fucking bringing things to the other side?
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
But that's the wall that's fake.
But that's not where we found it.
It's true. I did kill 2 escorts.
We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
I just said that, Maki, but that's okay. I love you.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
But then how did she get back over?
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How
But
are
the
they
chapel
all
wall is the one everything's going through. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
Yes.
What?
I do know. Thank you for asking.
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't.
Oh, but I know. I have a piece of taffy, by the
Only
way.
one who can solve this mystery and save us all.
I think we established this last time as well, that I had taffy. I don't remember. Kaito is mad that I'm the only one that can know.
How are they connected? Do you know Shuichi?
Is Kaito gonna no longer be my friend next trial because Oma's gonna use that like dependence on me, and Oma doesn't like not being this, or Kaito doesn't like being the center of attention? That's really upsetting. He's gonna tear us apart with this trial.
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
What is this? Oh, it's a good caramel flavor. Taffy. This might have been a different stream that I mentioned the taffy. Saltwater taffy. Beautiful. Let non-human objects pass through it.
This is it!
Like Mew.
It might have to do with the wall
Also,
that
Nagato
only
don't know.
objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel.
Here, it's going to explain the thing
But
that I
if
explained
that
like 2
wall
minutes ago.
happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through.
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
It is. Technically. That's right, that's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
No. You? What? You are not worthy to stand among the ranks of Kyoko and Chiaki. And also, Kaito, technically in this game. I really am my own partner in this game. No one gives me hints. Kaito's just there for morale, and Maki's there to be good looking. Anyway, fuck off. What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
She didn't say it didn't begin.
Huh?
I mean, that's fair.
The hell does that even
I guess.
mean?
I also technically called this like 20 minutes ago. Kokichi might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. Oh my god, it's so obvious. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river, how did the signboard pass through?
That's it!
We're spending way too much time on like one of the most glaringly obvious trial clues ever.
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Goes in a circle. Whoop.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Oh, Kaito.
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about
Holy
the
shit,
virtual
I'm so sick of
world.
going to...
Then what
Isn't
about the
everybody?
wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Didn't have to go through it. It could come up just before it, depending on the loop. Wait, in that case.
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls. The only reason she set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls, one wall was already in place. Wait, what?
Oh no! That's it. The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
You have to think of it.
Same wall.
The way she made the map is wrong.
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis.
Oh, don't talk about
That
math.
single wall divides
Poke,
the
you shut your
entire
fucking
virtual
mouth.
world.
Don't bring that evil on me. No, don't you put that evil on me, man. Fucking knock on wood right now. No hangman's camp in this trial.
You pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Because the map is just there to distract you.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
And no one asked you.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us!
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Yes. The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should still clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. This is the worst game, dude. World. I don't know what the rules? Is it world rules? No. L? Laws? No, I already used L. Looks? World looks? I need another O then in that case. And I need a K? Loops? God, I hate this game. World loops. The river? Are you talking about looping?
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop. Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Donkey Kong? Mario?
when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Ah, like Pac-Man!
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
Please use Pac-Man as an example, like I did probably an hour ago. Toucan Sam. Best cereal mascot?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
Like Pac-Man. Boy?
It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
I'm actually killing this trial. You are.
And floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
Technically, okay, so what's something that's bothering me? Based on the way that they've put the rocks there on the map, when it hits the rocks, the piece of wood would actually go like this with the current, not like this against the... It wouldn't move like this against the current. The rocks were in the center of the river. The drawing's off, and it's bothering the fuck out of me.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all. and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
No.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happen.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Couldn't it go through the other way?
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
No.
Really?
Still think Himiko.
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts.
It seems too obvious
Doesn't
to
it
be.
loop at the walls next to the mansion?
Oh, I'd
and
be
chapel?
destroyed right now, Alistar.
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Okay, so we're like an hour into the trial right now, and I feel like we haven't really uncovered any new evidence. We've only recapped things that I already come to the conclusion of before the trial started. Lovely. This is the worst trial. Wait, what was the question? I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna die. Where is the looping point? Where is... Wait, what?
There! The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We
I don't
thought
know,
the
Adam.
loading point was in the middle of the map. But the
I also
loading
said
point
this!
was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather...
I said this! I said this!
The
You
wall
flipped
was
them!
at the center of the world.
Oh!
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion.
Toilet paper news.
The wall
Rough.
only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
I said flip these two pieces.
That's right.
I said it.
That's how the virtual world works.
Oh, I knew this from the beginning. This trial is... We've uncovered nothing new so far.
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
What? Can you not right now?
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember?
I don't believe that's true.
Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap.
Only some of us had explained how it
Solved
worked.
this mystery
2
thanks
hours
to
ago.
Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
Kaito's gonna be like,
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi.
okay,
You
there's
saved
way
us.
too much focus on this. We're absolutely gonna be pinned as the culprit
you're
next time.
welcome.
I told you Kaito would also do this.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
He's trying to create a rift in our bromance, and it's working, and I don't like it. Kaito, you know me better than that, bro. You know me better than that.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Maybe because he's gonna realize next trial that we're all way too dependent on me doing it. But this is the first time in the game that everyone actually realizes the protagonist is the valuable one. So I do like that a lot.
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
And then we're also going to pin the blame on Oma being the mastermind, but he's not.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies.
When I have both. Let us love you, Maki. Or both. All at once. Just... love is love, man.
I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
You tell him, Kaito.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
Is this the last trial intermission? If I've ever seen it? What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no times for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve, if we can't find the culprit, it would all be for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? Ooh, that was a class trial intermission. Like I've ever seen. Didn't Kokichi call himself a mastermind earlier? Yeah, but he's not going to be the mastermind. That's way too obvious. Or not obvious, but he's playing it up way too much and playing along with the game way too much. Byakuya also did the same thing and he wasn't the mastermind. I think this is a good spot to end it. Or do we keep going and split the trial in half? This is the intermission. What should we do? Keep going? I don't know, man. The stream might be too long. There's also been a significantly less amount of people in the chat and watching this part than any other part. So I wonder if this is something to pick up for another day. So we get more people back in here. It has been 3 hours. I think we're gonna wrap up this part. And we will find out who committed the murder. Himiko. Next time. You took a break before a trial. Got all the evidence. That's true. But I don't think I will this time. It was a solid... Another day. Yeah. You want to have... Yeah, I did a midway trial interruption last time, too. I think this is a good spot to use these interruptions for. I think that's what we're going to do. Only the Kaede one, because it gets way too long. I don't think people want to watch more than like 3 hours in one sitting if they're not part of the live stream. If you're part of the live stream, it's different, because you get to do all sorts of interactions. But I guess if you do watch these in 1.5 speed, it's easy to get through the whole thing. But we will continue this next time. I hope you guys all enjoy. Let me know in the comments who you think the culprit is. Of course, I have already staked my bets on Himiko. For no specific reason, really. I just kind of want to. This detective bot. I hope you guys all enjoyed my usual outro, of course. You hit the like button for some reason. A lot of big YouTubers say that, so it must do something. The important things for me, of course, you're going to hit that subscribe button. You want to hit the bell so you'll get the notification. Maybe it'll go to your phone or whatever it is you use to get stream notifications. It'll say QBI Studios is now streaming whatever game. And all that kind of stuff. Of course, you can also follow the links in the description below where you can help support the channel at patreon.com/CubeEyeStudios and allow me to continue doing everything that it is I'm doing here on the channel. You can also just follow me on Twitter, because I tweet some funny things there sometimes, or just interact with you guys at another location. But above all else, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you all next time when we figure out who it was that killed the ultimate inventor, Mew. Good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, or have a happy day off, or a holiday, whatever it is when you're watching. See you around.